Hey folks, welcome back to Harris Family Homestead. Sorry if it's a little loud. I'm still playing around with this new microphone. Uh, but hope everybody's doing good. I'm gonna get Jackson up here in a few minutes. He ran his first cross country meet on Thursday, and he was a little wore out. A little different for him. He likes running and stuff like that, but it's his first time doing the for the school and stuff like that. So it was pretty exciting for him. But it's his birthday weekend, so turning the big 1-3. So um, we didn't have a whole lot of huge crazy stuff planned for the most part. We were going to try to wait till next weekend to do something. Or take him out to eat or something. We're not sure yet. Um, but we was talking. Me and him was talking yesterday about um, going kayaking today. So we may end up doing some kayaking today. I was looking. That's why I'm saying I gotta get him up here pretty soon. Uh, Looks like we got some rain coming in or some decent storms. Um, Says it's supposed to come in around 11:30. So uh, I'm not 100% sure what time it is right now, but I took a screenshot of the radar, so I'll try to put it up somewhere right in here. Of the cell coming in, so like I said, it didn't look too bad, but we'll take the rain and hopefully it'll bring some cooler weather. I think next weekend's supposed to. I think the high is like 69, 70 or something like that. So that's gonna be awesome. But I started thinking about it too. I think I've got some material to kind of start expanding this chicken coop out a little bit. At least that's what I'm kind of hoping. Um, my girls are starting to look a little tired of being cooped up, and I'd let them free range out here a little bit. I don't know. I'm still slightly worried. We've already had enough of them get eaten, but we're still getting eggs out of them. I think one or two a day. I think Jackson was saying Houdini was finally starting to lay. So that's a plus right there. I'll take it. Hello? What are you girls up to? Now they're quiet. Now they're bashful. But yeah, like I said, I'll get Jackson up here in a minute, and we need to take trash down to the dumpster anyway. So we'll probably start there and come back and load up the kayaks. I think we got a new place. Well, not a new place. We went in a previous video when we was looking for a fishing spot. Um, it's a little rough getting over there because they got the bridge out and stuff like that. So it it'll be all right. I think we may go over there and try that out because um, I, I'm sorry, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. I am. I really am. Uh, I don't want to pay $10 just to park and launch two kayaks. I know it's not much, but been out here quite a long time. Been back and forth through my years and being down here visiting. Nobody ever had to pay. Now we got to pay. So it's my rebelliousness, I guess. I get what they're doing. I'm not trying to knock them for what they're doing or nothing like that. It's just me personally is a little agitated with it. So we're gonna go probably over down the way there. Plus, it's a little bit smaller. It kind of the cove comes in a little bit more, so um, that'll be a little bit better, and it's calmer back there. We don't have to worry about as many boats and jet skiers and stuff. Hopefully, we don't have to worry about that many this week, anyways, because I think most everybody's starting school or probably doing school stuff. Um, which I know some of them probably down for one last weekend, but we'll find out. But yeah, we'll see you guys here in a bit and uh, see what we get into. But check it out a little bit. folks, we're down here. There's a little boy, gonna be 13. Can you believe it? That's ridiculous. Make me feel like an old man. Looks like somebody's out here. I don't know what they're on, but yeah, here's the backside of that cove that we're by. See if we can walk over here and see where we can find that supposed island that we was talking about. Yeah, it's nice and calm. Of course, I think it's supposed to storm here after a while, so we'll probably be out there in the middle of the water whenever it starts to rain. But whoa, the turkey vultures out. So see if I can do this right. So let's see if you. I can't zoom in on this side. So where this building is here, way back yonder, you can see another little building kind of floating out there. That's where we was at. That island that we went to is like right there. So the island's right over here. So we may venture out that way. We're gonna kind of hang out over here by this backside of this cove because it's pretty calm back here. So we'll get everything unloaded and catch you guys out on the water. So see you in a bit. Alright, we're about to launch. So, wish us luck. Yeah, we're going to head back over here first. Just see what's kind of over there, see how far we can make it. Just remember, however far we paddle out, is how far we got to paddle back. So, always got to keep that in mind. So, catch you on a bit. Well, we made it out here on the water. Met some people. They were coming in off their little gigging boat, and they were really nice. They were telling us about little areas and stuff like that, and we're kind of back here and kind of over here in some areas. They said back over, I think it's this way, that there's some caves and stuff like that. So we're gonna keep on moving forward. I'll turn you guys around here and show you where we're heading. Oop. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. They're saying that I think it's back this way, that there's some back caves and stuff. It's pretty cool little rock cliff. And little Ashton Jackson finally catching up. But they said that there's some beavers and otters out here, they said last night. So we're going to come up here a little ways and see what we can find. So we'll tie in with y'all here in a minute. Back here in this little cove area, it's pretty neat. The water turned like icy cold back here. It's been of course, now that I pulled out my my camera and everything, I can't see no fish. We've seen a bunch of little fish and a bunch of turtles back in here. I'll see if I can try to get some in here. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Kind of like Jurassic Park in a way. But I'll turn you guys around here real quick. Yeah, no, it's pretty nice out here. We came into some low water areas. It's a little shallowy, so we kind of had to scoot our booties across there and get through. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I think we come to the end of this area over here. I think we're gonna head back to the other area here in just a bit and see what we can find back in there. And there's one little area that we think that we can get by, but we may have to get out and walk a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to get some fish in here. They weren't very big. They was pretty small, but it was still kind of cool. You know, kind of reminded us of going to the zoo or something, the way some of this water looks. I'll turn you guys around here so you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, no, it's like real clear back here. It's super nice. Oh, there's little fish in there. There's one coming right at us. Oh, nope, he turned around. But yeah, no, it's pretty neat back here. Like I said, we're just having fun, just figuring out where all these areas are at. You can see there's a bunch of trees down, a bunch of fish coming through there. Some little ones, enough to probably keep us entertained through here, that's for sure. But
big fish over here.
Is there?
Yeah, you have this big.
About how big?
About that big.
Nice. I don't know.
Hard to swim, but
yeah, we'll get back up over here and around that area. That's the area up here that was kind of really shallowy, but we made it through without having to get out of the kayaks. So, but we'll tie in with you guys here in just a bit. As we were coming back out of there, seen a cave, or a little bit of a cave. Not sure what's a spider. A bunch of spiders. Spiders.
how big?
I don't know. Enough to me not like it. But that cool little cave that we found. Trying to see how deep it goes in there without getting my phone too wet. But yeah, like I said, pretty neat little areas and stuff that we're finding. Glad those folks told us kind of little bits of where to go, so we're gonna head back on that way, and we'll tie back in with y'all here in a little bit. Sorry for being so shaky, but yeah, nice calm little area off the main lake, so that's a plus. But we'll tie in with y'all here in a bit. Well, we made it back to the truck. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. Jackson getting a couple of band-aids. He starting to rub his thumbs and stuff raw from the kayaks. But now that one area back over there, that was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. I think we were just scooting around. We definitely feel the temperature change when we was back there, because you get back there, man, that water was just, it felt like creek water, just nice and ice cold. Oh, it felt great. Probably should have just stopped right there and got in the water a little bit. But yeah, then we come out here and we was kind of right over here in this bigger area, and both me and Jackson at the same time was just both had the same thought. He just said it before I did. He was like, did it get hotter? And I was like, I think so. I mean, it was quite a bit of a temperature change. You can tell it's starting to get a little bit more cloudier. We're gonna take a look at the map and see if we can find them bat caves and stuff. I don't know if you can see out that way, kind of right in here. There's like a little gap right there. Actually, just on the other side of that. That's where we went the first time. We're gonna probably head back over there and get out and probably walk across, drag the kayaks across, and see where that goes. Because we didn't go over there. We were just kind of wanting to kind of check the area out first, and then we're gonna circle back and go check that out. But yeah, them folks that showed up, they was real nice. He was like telling me about all of it, telling me about his little gigging boat. But yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna take a little bit of a break and just see what we get into. But yeah, when we get back over there, we'll holler at you guys. See you in a bit. Well, we got back here in this little cove area. It's a lot calmer. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough, but there's 2 bald eagles flying around here. If I can get them, that'd be awesome. I think they're the trees over here. Kind of look past them up there in the sky. There's some. There he is. But I think that storm's starting to slowly come in. It's starting to get a lot more windier, and it's getting a little choppy out there on the main lake. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can find back up in here. See how far we can go. So we will tie back in with y'all here in a minute. Well, it looks like we can go a little bit further back that way, but we come across the beaver dam. So it's starting to cloud up pretty good. I think we'll slowly start heading back. I'll get some video and stuff of us going back there. It was a pretty nice little area. It's calm, cool. Water's a lot colder back here. It felt great. But yeah. What do you think, Jackson?
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Couple of shallow little areas, but not too bad. We was able to get through them. So we'll holler at you guys here in a little bit, and once we get turned around here, we're kind of run ashore, I guess you would say. So we'll holler at y'all here in a little bit. See ya. So this is on the coming in where we came in at. Pretty cool. It's not too bad over here. Like I said, it's a lot calmer. I think we're going to venture off when we get in the truck. There's a path that we can come down that would actually take us closer to over here. So if we wanted to bring the girls and stuff out, then that would eliminate having to kayak them in and kayak them out. We can just bring them over here, and then they can just kind of put around on the kayaks out here and not have to worry about all the boats and stuff. So that's pretty fun. It's nice and calming back here. It's kind of relaxing. Find some fish over there. Seen a lot of turtles over here. But yeah, no, it's really nice out here. Like some pretty cool rocks to kind of come hang out on. Sorry, I'm trying to kayak and film at the same time. It's a little hard with one hand, so bear with me. But like I said, it's a pretty cool little area. We made it over that way a little bit ago, but yeah, that's pretty nice. And we're ashore. But yeah, we'll get around all this stuff, and we'll tie back in with y'all here in a little bit. Well, we made it back. Jackson decided that he wanted to do a little bit of swimming. before we load up the kayaks and stuff. We're gonna load them up and then take a little drive back here and see if we can't get to that one area I was talking about earlier. Kind of hoping so. That way, next time we come out, maybe we can just venture off that way and just go over to that little area that we like. There's a couple of areas that we really like over here. It's pretty fun. It got kind of choppy out there a little bit ago when we went back out, and it's calmed way down since. Matter of fact, I'll show you. You see the water just, for the most part, pretty smooth. It wasn't like that about an hour ago. So, got some fishermen coming in. A lot of, if you got a boat and you're out here, it's definitely good to have a depth finder or fish finder type of deal. It tells you where how deep the water is and stuff, because even on them kayaks we scraped the bottom in a couple areas and you wouldn't think so looking out there, and you're like, oh yeah, no, it's deep all the way across. There's a good chunk of area that you could just literally get out and walk right across.
Like
so
most of that flat area.
Yeah, most of this flat area out here is pretty walkable, I would say. So we're gonna get the kayaks loaded up and see where our next adventure takes us. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into that one area, but we'll tie back in with y'all here in a little bit. See you.
Definitely need a side-by-side. This is what we'd need a side-by-side for. horrible. Wild ride. I'd say I'd rather park up here and just walk over.
I can't take a loan spot down there.
Ooh, no. With her low, it would tear up everything.
Hey folks, we're back out here in the same spot we was at yesterday. Again, it's just smooth. We brought the kayaks with us, but we decided to do a little bit of fishing. Let the birthday boy decide today. Officially 13. It's ridiculous. But y'all just, if y'all could, wish him a happy birthday down in the comments, and I'll show him them as they start coming in and stuff like that. So, he's out there. You can tell he's out there. He's trying. Okay, that was a good cast. We were trying right in here, but it was, it's pretty shallow through here. I don't know if we needed to kind of get with bobbers or, well, we just got some crappie bait up in here. So we know that there's some little fish in here, down this way. I know, over here in this area up that way where there's a tree down, there's some catfish over there, but we're gonna see how well we do in here for a little bit. We see them jumping all over the place, so we're just hoping that we can reel them in. We know that there's a ton of turtles. I want to say that we've seen about at least 20 turtles yesterday. Some could have been the same one, but we definitely seen at least 20. So we just out here fishing today. See how it goes. But we'll tie with you guys in here in a little bit. out here trying. We're in some shallow areas right now. And, we had to go a little old school with it and put some bobbers on. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Hopefully I ain't getting y'all in the sun too much. There's a helicopter up there. Can't really figure out what it is. If it's a I don't know what it is. But yeah, we heard it in the distance. Couldn't figure out what it was. Sounded like a boat coming up at first, but pretty good. Yeah, so far no action. We haven't seen them out jumping a little ways out, but I think we came out a little too much in the warmer portion of the day. May try to venture off here in a little bit and see what we can get into, I guess. I'm gonna try out here for a little bit longer. Hopefully get a bite or something. Seen some fishing boats come out from where we was kayaking just a minute ago, or the boat was coming out just a minute ago from where we were kayaking at yesterday, and I'm pretty surprised that they made it out of there, because they come in from fairly deep in there, and it's pretty shallow through there. Like I said, I mean, when we were paddling, our canoes may not have been hitting bottom, but while we was paddling, it was definitely hitting bottom. So, but we'll see what happens here in the next few minutes or so. But we'll tie in with y'all here in a little bit. Well, we are not having the best of luck today. Next weekend, depending on what we got going on and everything like that, we may try to take our kayaks out. May try to get some of these. We got another one of these, right? The little short ones.
I think so, yeah.
Probably be better to use those than our full-on ones, but yeah, we're just not having the best of luck right now. Like I said, we probably came in at the wrong time. It's pretty warm out. See them flopping around. They're probably just too much into warmer water. That's a pretty good cast right there, bud. But we're trying. You know, we ain't gonna give up just yet. But patience is starting to wear thin amongst us. But yeah, we're still trying. Nothing too exciting just yet. See a bird out in the, I don't know what kind of bird it is. It's out there walking in the water. Looks like one of the long necks from Jurassic Park out there. See a couple of turtles out here bathing. So, but yeah, we'll tie in with you guys here in a little bit and let y'all know if we get anything. Alright folks, we made it back. We didn't do so good on the fishing aspect of everything, so we decided to call it good. But I think we're gonna call it good for this week's video. So we appreciate y'all watching and everything like that, and be sure to leave this turd some happy birthday wishes. So, but we will see y'all next time. See ya.